A faith stronger than death. Paul, barely conscious, was on his way to the hospital again. His mother held him in the back seat of the car while his father, who was driving, was intent on getting there quickly. Entering the emergency room, Paul released a muffled shriek because of the stabbing pain in his stomach. Later Paul sent a text message to a friend at school, "This time I will probably not leave the hospital." A week later and still not even the slightest improvement was seen. Jessica, his mother, struggled to keep up his spirits. "You'll come out of the hospital, son. Grandma bought you a new office chair." "Office chair? Thanks, Mom, but I don't think I will be using it." Paul would go into daily fits of burning and acute pain. Now the pain had spread beyond his abdomen. His liver and kidneys were deteriorating progressively. "Mom, it hurts, it hurts." Looking on at her son torn apart by sin, she could do nothing else but raise her tear-filled eyes toward the crucifix and beg Christ to look with favor on her son and grant him strength and consolation. Paul would soon apologize to his mom. "Sorry for yelling, Mom. It's just that it hurts so much I can't help it, but I'll try harder not to yell next time." The 10th day Paul's body became bloated beyond recognition. It was on this 10th day that Paul was to shock his mother. "I have something to tell you, Mom." "What is it, honey?" "I want to be baptized Catholic." Paul had now been in the hospital for 30 days and it was his 17th birthday. When the priest arrived, Jessica marveled at God's loving providence. When baptism was administered, he became so relieved, serene, and joyful. Paul begged forgiveness from everyone, beginning with his family. Jessica was overwhelmed when he apologized for causing her so much suffering and so many sleepless nights. With the same humility and simplicity he asked forgiveness from his dad, 2 little brothers, little sister, and friends for whatever trouble or offenses he might have caused them. Even to the last days of physical torment he kept up a positive and sometimes cheerful spirit. Paul knew his hour was near, convinced his sorrowful mother to go home and rest. "Mom, nothing drastic is going to happen in the meantime." Convinced, his mother headed home. 15 minutes after arriving home, the phone rang. "Honey, he just passed away," her husband said. From infancy Paul suffered from an inherited immune deficiency. All his sufferings and discomforts took on a new meaning since his baptism. 3 days before he passed away he said to his mother, "Mom, I just dreamed that 2 persons came to visit me, but the father didn't come." Jessica had made light of his dream at the moment, but knew that our Lord heard her prayers. She knew that God was preparing to receive Paul into paradise. Soon after Paul's death and after several years of being a catechumen, Jessica was baptized. Though she grieved the death of her son, she was consoled by knowing that after all that suffering he was now in heaven. Neither Paul, his mother, or anyone else in the family was like Thomas and able to touch the wounds of Christ, yet they believed. Paul's faith was strong, so strong that it brought not only spiritual comfort but brought a new meaning and acceptance of his physical pain. Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed. Worry ends when faith in God begins.